Hi guys, Flamus here, and today I'm bringing you a tutorial video on demand. Krampus reached out today. He felt he was underperforming and he was gonna leave himself out of Clan Wars. I don't want that, so I offered to do a tutorial video and he said he would love that. Let me remind you, I am not a YouTuber. I don't know all the tools, and I'm not very eloquent when it comes to making these videos, so you'll hear a lot of and ums and drawn out pauses, and I apologize in advance, but I don't have time to sit and write a script. So we'll just jump right into it. Right, so what we're going over today are the two main strategies that we're using for Town Hall 9 attacks right now. We're using the Giant Healer Hawk attack. I'll call that the healer attack, and we use the Golems, Valks, and Hawk attack, and I'll just call that the Valk attack. This is one that I learned from Yant Kojin in the clan. I'm using a lot of them, of these attacks. I've done many attacks. I've played the SKE account, I've played the APK account, I've played Junker's account. I've done a lot of these attacks, and I know how they work. I know the pitfalls, and well, I know how to make them work. No attack strategy is going to work perfect every time, so don't get your hopes up. Just keep your nose to the ground and practice it. So we're going over two attacks today. First off, we're going to focus on the healer attack. And first of all, we're going to have a look at what is the army composition for that attack, so that you know what I'm talking about. And for that, we'll have a look at the Skippy's attack on number 10. Because really, in this war, there weren't a lot of bases that were good for the healer attack. But we do have one here from Skippy that picked a good base for it. The army composition is as follows. This is usually, you can adjust if you see the advantage, but until you get really good at the attack, you really should stick with this army composition and try to make it work, because it's been proven a lot over time. So it's right here. You got your 12 Giants, 11 Wizards, 4 Healers, 12 Hawks, and you got Bowlers in the Clan Castle. You're going in with 2 heals and 2 rage spells, and of course poison spells just for the Clan Castle troops. Because in this attack, you don't do alert, you never do alert. You always just handle it as you go along. Now, what is a good base to attack with the healer attack? Well, let me just put this draw on hold for a while. This is a good base for it, and why? Because it has a lot of open spaces. You got them all around here. Everything is far apart. As long as you got big compartments, the healer attack will usually do very well, because it's depending on everything staying on moving forward in a short period of time. And if there's a lot of walls for him to get through that are really close together, the rage is going to die out very soon, and you lose the benefit of raged healers and giants knocking down the walls. So the best base for the healer attack is one that's got a lot of padding to it, big compartments and stuff like that. And this is a good base, and I actually will show you just one more, but this is from the old war, where we had another war that wasn't really inviting to the healer attack, but George did one on number 8. This one. Now this is a textbook healer attack base. Everything is spread out. This type of base is commonly known as an anti 3-star base. It appears that the formula behind this is defense through obscurity. You place it a lot of weird places. You make a lot of space between the defenses so that you can hide the double bombs. The reason why this layout is going away is because the double bomb is not as powerful as it used to be. Two double bombs, two big bombs triggered together on hogs that are standing in a heal spell do not kill them anymore. So this has lost its power, and so you're gonna see less and less of this type of base, making the healer attack a bit trickier to execute. But you're still gonna see a lot of these bases because a lot of people still get confused by it. A lot of people use Valks and they don't get through it very well, and so this is it. But as you can see, everything is spread out into nice big compartments. There's a lot of space between defenses. They love this. Basically, the giants and healers can do a lot of this by themselves. The dangers, of course, are the air defense on any base. The air defense will take out your healers, you lose your tank, and everything starts dying. So you got to be careful with that. When you go in to the base, you don't want to be too close to an air defense, because an air defense that's so close to a wall that it could hit the healers behind your giants, that stops this attack before it ever gets started. So be careful of that. Always be mindful of where the air defense is. If this was an air defense and you were trying to go in here, this would have a much bigger range, and as soon as you put your giants down and the healers behind them, healers will start dying. Your tank is not going to make it. This is a failed attack. So be careful when you enter. Pick a place that is a good distance to an air defense, because you want to keep your healers up, preferably throughout the entire attack, but that is getting harder. But there's a good chance that you can if you pick the right spot. Bowlers will take this out pretty fast. So that's a good layout for a healer attack. Keywords are spacey, big compartments. Those are the keywords for it. Now this guy is trying to be tricky by placing the Archer Queen down there. You always want to get the Archer Queen out of the way, because Hawks against an Archer Queen is certain death. She basically just pops them right out. So this guy is trying to cut her off from the rest of all the defenses so that you would be forced to deal with her first here and then have problems getting to the defense after this. I get the idea here, but George has a plan for this, and we're going to go over it now. So let's get right to it. First of all, I already told you, stay clear of an air defense. Don't let it be too close before you attack. Make sure you click it and you see the range of the air defense, so you know for sure that it's not going to hit the healers behind you. Usually they'll be around here. So that's pretty good. And as soon as you enter with your bowlers and a rage, that's going to get taken out pretty fast. And with the bowlers, as soon as you're stuck on a wall, they're going to go for stuff like this around the base. So once you're inside the base, don't worry too much about them, but they are going to take out your healers. You're just going to have to live with that and see how far you get. This is why rage, 2 fast consecutive rages is usually the best approach, but of course not always. Now you want to do the attack now. For this attack, George decided that he was gonna enter right here. The reason for this was that he already knew that he was not going to be able to go for the queen first and then know the pathing of his kill squad. But he had a pretty good idea that if he went through here, he knew that his kill squad would go this way and would eventually start working their way down. And basically what he was hoping for was that the queen would at some point be targeting the kill squad as the bowlers came behind it, so that so that the hawks came behind it and they weren't really going to be affected by the archer queen. And this is going to work out, of course. Now, what he's going to do is he's going to put down his kill squad right where I show you here, and then he's going to do a funnel. Now, when you're dealing with bowlers, and you're going to be dealing with bowlers in both attacks, so making a good funnel is key. You may think that you're making a wide funnel, and if you're just starting out, if you think what you're making is wide, say to yourself, this may be wide, but it needs to be wider. And after that, you tell yourself, maybe it needs to be a little wider, because bowlers are crazy. They're gonna run away from you, and if there are no breadcrumbs on the other side of a wall, they are gonna take off, say, screw this, I'm out, I'm going another way. They do not share the AI of your giants or even your golems. So let's go through this. George is going to be putting down some giants right here. Now, a good strategy when making your funnel with the healer attack is that you can place your giants, not all of them, but you could place like maybe 8 or 9, and you have 3 to help you build a funnel. And George is actually going to be making quite a wide funnel right here. As I remember it, he is going to be taking out the funnel from here, and of course all of these, and I think he's going to go down to here. The reason that you want to get all of this is because as soon as you get in and this is taken out by either your giants or your wizards, and this one is, you kind of lose some breadcrumbs, and maybe the bowlers, if this is gone too soon, would think, okay, I'm just gonna go for this one, and they can stand here and bowl it over, and then they might just, you know, go crazy, do whatever the hell bowlers do. I don't know, that shit cray, you know. So watch out for the bowlers. If you're thinking you're making a wide funnel, you're not. Make it wider, and here's how you do it. Put down some of the extra giants you have before a wizard, so you can take out something that's a little further away. And an advice I gave earlier is take your time. Your tank is working for you. The giants with the healers are standing tall. They will live, unless of course they're targeted by CC troops and a queen and everything, but usually they'll do all right. And that's another advantage to not putting down all your giants at once. The more giants you put down, the faster you're going to break through the wall. But maybe you don't want to break through the wall that fast. Maybe you want a little extra time to make that funnel. So maybe you only put down 7 giants, because you are going to take your time making a funnel, and maybe you're going to spend 4 giants to make that funnel even wider. We're going to see how George does it now. And now what George is going to do, he's going to come through here. His kill squad, or whatever we call it with the healers, are going to go through this area right here, and as they approach here, he's going to be sending in the hawks from up here. The benefit of this is that they'll be coming like almost behind the kill squad, so that the defense in this area will be targeting them. That will give them a little more breathing room. Of course, you still got to watch out for the big bombs, but they're not, one big bomb doesn't kill you. And if you see those places where there could be double bombs, you know, throw a heal down, they're gonna make it. But don't have your kill squad in, let's say your kill squad is in this area, and then you put down your hawks in this area. The hawks will not benefit from all the tanking your kill squad will be doing. So try to keep them together. Let the hawks live on your kill squad, so that your kill squad helps soak up the hits. This is really the key to success. Okay, let's have a look at how George does this healer attack. He makes a wide funnel. He doesn't go in where the air defense can get to him. He has a plan for the Archer Queen. You gotta have a plan for the Archer Queen. And he's gonna try to protect his hogs. And of course, as with any attack, I hope he does this. I can't remember if he does it. Keep 1 or 2 wizards, if possible, behind for your cleanup. There's always going to be that annoying builder hut at the corner. You know you're going to need something. Maybe an attack draws out, you know. Make sure you save that 1 wizard at least. I prefer 2, but 1 can usually be helpful as well. Okay, let's see how George does this. Notice the big funnel. Okay. And as you can see now, he only put down 8 giants. He left 4 behind because he's going to be building a funnel. He dropped the wizard up here a bit too early. Didn't benefit from the tanking the giant should do for him. And now you have this enormous funnel. The bowlers go straight in where they are because you have a lot of breadcrumbs in this area. And now, this is important. Now the kill squad is coming out. Now, notice what's happening here. He put down the rage spell so that it actually includes the healers. This is something I see a lot of people missing with the rage spell and how it benefits the attack. As soon as the clan castle troops come out, they're going to be targeting those giants, and the giants will start to die off even if they are being healed, because especially balloons and baby dragons are very damage heavy, and if they're targeted by other defenses, they're going to die fast. But raged healers counter this. You will not lose a single giant if you make sure that your healers are raged. Of course, the rage should also benefit the bowlers. The bowlers do the most damage to all the defenses. But not getting your healers in is wasting a rage. You're wasting good healing. You're wasting getting immortal giants for a while. Keep those healers in the rage. It really does matter. Okay? But George does it right this time around, so no complaints. Let's watch the rest of it. And now he gets into the middle. I probably would have guessed he would have gone up here, but already you see the X-bow is focused, and George figures this is a good time to sneak in my hawks because they don't want to deal with that X-bow. And so he sneaks them in while the X-bow was focused on the kill squad. He lets his hawks get into the heal, not drop the heal straight on him. If you can do that, that's the best thing. But you don't want to overdo it. I see a lot of people get cocky with the heal and try to save it till the very end. That's not a good idea. And as you can see, this attack works out perfectly. They break through here because all of the defense gets taken out by the hawks, and they want to go to this area and down here, and so there is a plan for the queen. Both the king and the queen are up. You actually have 2 healers up at this point, so this is a very successful attack and perfectly shows off how powerful the healer attack can be, and it wasn't that long of an attack. So good attack by George. That was the last war. Let's just check this war where Skippy goes on number 10. Let's have a look at it. It's not as perfect a base for the healer attack as the one you just saw, but it still has some nice compartments. I'll show you one right now that actually where the healer attack probably isn't a good idea, and that would be number 9 here. See how compact this is? See how much stuff you gotta get rid of to get the boulders in there, and you have to do this while the giants are tanking. So this is very compact, and this is where the Valk attack would really shine. But as I told you, Skippy managed to find this one. Let's have a look at this attack. Now, as I remember it, Skippy's gonna go in here, and since these walls are a bit on the soft side, I'm guessing he's gonna cut down on the giants, because you put too many giants down, they're gonna go through fast, and he wants to definitely clean all of this stuff up before he goes in. I don't know about this one. It's right on the cusp. But the good thing about this entry is that these breadcrumbs will lure in the bowlers if this is gone, and they're probably going to be liking that one too. Had this wall been moved further up here, they would have been tempted by all of this. For example, if you go in here and you would put your giants in here, even if you get rid of all of this, once you get rid of this and this, the bowlers, they don't give a damn about this. They'll say, okay, this one looks pretty close for me, and they're already off, and you're not going to get the bowlers in. You want some breadcrumbs. You want to make sure they're going to keep the path going in to the center, because bowlers in the center is key. They wreak havoc. Let's see how he does this. We know that he's got to get in through here. He wants his kill squad to go through here, probably end up in the middle, so his hawks can go around the base, while defenses will primarily be targeting the kill squad. Let's see how he pulls this off. Let's see it. Oh, hang on. Sorry. And once again, he only puts down 8 giants, and he starts funneling behind the giants. And yeah, he's worried about this one as well. I would be too. I thought this was a little too close. Wide funnel, and he's taking his time. He's not just throwing wizards around. It's one wizard for a specific target. And now they're entering, and he gets the healers in the rage. Those giants are going to be just fine. And already he's getting stuck behind walls and stuff. So it's time for another rage attack. And now he's in the middle of the base. It's probably time for your hawks. This is focusing something else. This is focusing something else. So it's a pretty soft entry where a late heal would benefit. Right now he's trying to both heal his bowlers and his hawks. Must have worked out, I guess. You can do that sometimes and plan for it if you can. And obviously he did so here. He wanted to keep a few bowlers up to get some damage around, and he succeeds. And of course he's helped by royals and stuff, but that is not the main reason why this attack works. He hasn't triggered his king, he hasn't triggered his queen. He just does it now for the hell of it. This was over fast. Very, very easy once you do it right. And again, I'm gonna go through it again. Funnel wide. Rage the healers and have your hawks come in behind or to the side of your kill squad while the kill squad is taking the fire. Those are key points. Okay? I'm not going to dwell any more on this. I think I've gone over pretty much everything. So let's move on to the Valk attack. I've already spent 24 minutes on this one. So let's get moving. Okay. For this attack, we're going to watch George this war doing the Valk attack. Let's go over the army composition. This is pretty standard, except for one thing. And I'll show you this later. Now, George brings 1 archer and 5 barbarians and a minion. The only reason he does this is because he wants to do a CC kill. Now a CC kill is not usually used with this attack, but it can be a good idea. The problem is CC takedown takes time, so you do run the danger of running out of time unless you're really tight at doing these CC kills. Also, you should know what's in the clan castle. If you don't know, don't take him out before the attack, and I'll show you this later. But if you're gonna take out the clan castles, this is how you would do it. But I guess for the sake of learning, we would go to the last war and watch Yand do one of his attacks. He never lures the clan castle. Yep, this one. See how compact this base is, how many walls in such small space. The healer attack isn't gonna work here, but you can get the Valk attack to work. And this is the usual army composition. 6 wall breakers. I like to only bring 3 because I'm starting to get pretty good at when to put in the wall breakers. But if you're feeling uncertain, please bring 6 wall breakers. You will have a higher success rate getting through the wall. And if you don't get through the wall, you're gonna need some skills and know what you're doing, and you're gonna need a wide funnel for the Valks to go where you want them to. So 6 wall breakers, 11 wizards, 8 hawks, 8 Valkyries, 2 golems, bowlers in the clan castle, 2 heals, 1 rage, and you got the 4 quakes to take down walls. And what you want to do is, the golems are of course going to help you do the funneling. When you put down 2 golems, I want to remind you, you do have plenty of time to make your funnel, so make it count. Don't panic with putting your wizards down. Figure out what you want taken out. Start from the outside and move them in. This is what I do. I don't know exactly how Jan does it. We'll see in this attack in a bit. But if I wanted to go in here, I would put down the golems probably here. I guess I would put them down here and here. And then I would start my funneling from here to here. And the same thing over here, from the furthest away to here. And then if I'm lucky, these will stay up, because these are also breadcrumbs. The bowlers will go for them, the Valks will go for them, while maybe your wizards, if you're lucky, move down and take this one out and this one out. If that's what you were going to do. Let's see how Jan is going to be doing this. The key to this is you want to quake down some walls so you can get your kill squad in the middle, and you want to have your Valkyrie stay up for as long as they can. That's where the first heal is, what the first heal is for. And you want to try to predict where your Valks will end up. This is tough. Valks are fast, they move fast, they go to every nook and cranny sometimes. And that's why you want to put down the heal pretty fast, because then you know it's going to have an effect. And the way Jan does it is he puts him in when the clan castle is attacking, and so he wants to rage him to get away from him, and he wants to heal him because they're going to be targeted by whatever is in the clan castle. So that heal is going to help out. Oh, and always remember, get at least, 2 wizards to enter with your kill squad, because 1 or 2 wizards that are rage are going to make the difference between you getting the clan castle taken down and not. So get some behind your kill squad so they will take down the clan castle troops. There's no lure in this attack, so let's see how Jan pulls this off. I honestly can't remember. Let's have a look. You see, he found a pretty sweet spot to open up a lot of compartments right here. Probably enter from around here. And he's going to know that his Valks are probably going to be in this area. So, yeah. Good choice of Quake, I guess. Just a little space for his Valks and Kill Squad to get in. Oh, and he's gonna actually funnel from the top. Ran, and now he was getting dangerously close to losing his bowlers, but luckily he had a lot of breadcrumbs lying right here that kept them going in. But he did lose a golem. Honestly, this funnel could have been a little better. It's going to be a 3-star, but he was too fast on his funnel. I would have taken more time, but you can't argue with success. And you got the Hawks coming in behind the Kill Squad. The Kill Squad is taking the lead and making a lot of defense target the Kill Squad. Right now they're sneaking up on one of those pesky wizard towers. Archer tower isn't going to do much damage. So yeah, he got a lot of defenses taken out with those Hawks. And now it's actually the other way around. The Hawks are going to be tanking for them. He does benefit from high level heroes here because of the strong walls and stuff. But yeah, it goes down. And to be honest, I tried this base before him and I failed. So obviously he's doing something right. Would have taken a bit more time to do the funneling. But let's have a look at another attack. This is the George attack that I was talking about before. Now George is changing the army composition, like I told you, because he's going to be taking out the clan castle. Don't do this unless you feel really comfortable doing it and you know what's in the clan castle, because if you don't know, you don't know what troops to bring it down. And he's also noticed something else. He's noticed that with his Quake he doesn't need wall breakers, so he is bringing extra wizards, an extra wizard to take down the clan castle, and then he's bringing barbarians and archer to help him do this, and a minion. This is primarily for cleanup. But what he noticed was that if he could drop the Quake, he would be able to take out the walls here, and if he does funneling from here to here, making sure that this gets away so that the Valks don't run up there, they're going to be going straight to the middle, and they will be distracting a lot of defense. So let's see how he does this. Now please remember that he does take out the clan castle. It takes a lot of time. You got to be good at it. It does add difficulty to the attack, so don't try it before you've practiced it a lot. And I would practice that in a friendly challenge. Yeah, and of course do as many friendly challenges as you possibly can. Okay, let's see. He does a lure, sacrifices a hawk for that. And the reason he does this is because he knows this clan is using dragons and balloons, and the old school way of taking down dragons and balloons is simply running barbarians in front of some wizards. Yeah. And now that we have level 6, 3 will probably do a pretty nice job. Yeah, that's a level 6 dragon, and that dies pretty fast. Now he starts his golem. The hole has already been made, so he's got to actually step it up, because he doesn't have the luxury of waiting. They're already going in to take very heavy fire. They're not standing outside the wall. Maybe that could have been timed better. And now he's running the risk of his Valks not getting in there, but he got that taken out. Quick rage, quick heal. This is where he's expecting them to be. He doesn't know for sure, but he took a chance. Hawks enter behind the kill squad, not taking fire yet, just this wizard over here. Meanwhile, the kill squad is working. It's working. He only has one heal for the Hawks, and he hasn't used it yet. It's very compact. They're all targeting the kill squad. They got there first. And yeah, with this heal, he does have some Valks stay up, so they benefit from 2 heals in this attack. And the archer tower over here seems pretty preoccupied with those valks. So yeah. Even if the Hawks didn't get him there, but they'll get it because, you know, they're benefiting, yeah, from the focus not being on him. So yeah, this goes down pretty smooth. These are the key points. And remember, big funnel, be wary of your Hawk entry, and please keep at least one wizard for cleanup. In this case, he's using a minion over here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, these are the basic. I'm not sure I should say anything else. I hope this is already 35 minutes long, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna end it right here. I hope you caught a few of the basics, and yeah, I wish you good luck. I hope some of you can use it for something.